Reverse Psychology. 13 Lessons on How to Use Rejection to Your Favor. Marcus Aurelius Stoicism. There was a young man who walked into a room full of opportunity, hope in his chest, dreams in his eyes. He spoke, he tried, he reached out, and he was ignored. No applause. No validation. Just silence. That silence almost broke him. Years later, he would say something different. That silence built me. Through the wisdom of Marcus Aurelius, you begin to see the truth most people miss. Rejection is not your enemy. It is your training ground. 1. Rejection is redirection, not denial. A man once chased a dream job with everything he had. Sleepless nights. Endless preparation. Sacrifice after sacrifice. The answer came back. No. It felt like the end. But months later, he found himself in a place far greater than he imagined, one he would have never discovered if that door had opened. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way." Rejection is not blocking you. It's steering you. Reverse psychology begins when you stop asking, "Why me?" and start asking, "Where is this leading me?" 2. Stop chasing, start withdrawing. There was a woman who gave everything just to be noticed. She tried harder, spoke louder, showed up more. Yet the more she chased, the less she was valued. Then she stopped. She became quiet, focused, selective. And suddenly, everything changed. Marcus Aurelius said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." When you stop chasing validation, people begin to notice your absence. Desperation repels. Self-respect attracts. 3. Use rejection to build inner authority. A young creator posted his work. Nothing happened. No likes. No comments. He almost quit. But instead, he asked, "What if I don't need their approval?" Marcus Aurelius said, "Look well into yourself. There is a source of strength which will always spring up." Rejection forces you inward. And when you stop needing validation, you become powerful in a way most people never reach. 4. Turn doubt into discipline. A boy was constantly told he wasn't enough. Not smart enough. Not strong enough. At first, he believed it. Then he stopped arguing, and started working. Marcus Aurelius said, "Waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be. Be one." Every rejection becomes fuel. Every doubt becomes a reason to sharpen yourself. 5. Silence is a power move. A man was insulted publicly. Everyone expected him to react. He didn't. Days later, the same people respected him. Marcus Aurelius said, "The best revenge is to be unlike him who performed the injury." Silence unsettles people. When you don't react, you take control. 6. Rejection reveals who deserves you. A man begged to stay where he was barely valued. Eventually, he was rejected. It hurt, until he realized he was never meant to stay there. Marcus Aurelius said, "If it is not right, do not do it. If it is not true, do not say it." Rejection brings clarity. Not everyone deserves access to you. 7. Become unbothered, become unstoppable. A man faced rejection after rejection. He had two choices: break, or become unbothered. He chose strength. Marcus Aurelius said, "Choose not to be harmed, and you won't feel harmed." When rejection stops affecting you, it stops controlling you. There was a man who kept knocking on doors that never opened. Each rejection weakened him, until he made a decision. He stopped knocking and built his own door. That's when his life changed. Through Marcus Aurelius, you learn, rejection is not an end, it's a signal to evolve. 8. Create scarcity through absence. A man was always available, always replying, always present, yet never valued. Until he stepped back. Marcus Aurelius said, "He who lives in harmony with himself lives in harmony with the universe." When you are always available, you are taken for granted. Your absence creates value. 9. Let them underestimate you. A quiet girl was ignored in a room full of noise. No one expected anything from her. She used that. Marcus Aurelius said, "Do not waste what remains of your life in speculating about others. When people underestimate you, they give you freedom. While they ignore you, you grow." 10. Detach emotion from outcome. A man gave everything to a dream. It failed. It almost broke him. Marcus Aurelius said, "External things are not the problem. It's your judgment about them. Detach from outcomes. Do the work, but don't let results define you. That's how you stay powerful." 11. Make rejection your filter. A man tried to please everyone. It never worked. So he stopped. Marcus Aurelius said, "The soul becomes dyed with the color of its thoughts." Rejection is not removing you. It's removing what doesn't belong in your life. There was a moment in a man's life when he realized something most people never do. Rejection wasn't happening to him. It was happening for him. And from that moment, everything shifted. Guided by Marcus Aurelius, the final lessons will change how you see every no you ever receive. 12. Turn pain into power. A man was rejected by people he trusted. It hurt deeply. But instead of collapsing, he transformed. Marcus Aurelius said, "What we do now echoes in eternity." Pain is energy. You can waste it, or convert it. Reverse psychology turns emotional pain into focused action. 13. Become so strong rejection becomes irrelevant. A man once feared rejection more than anything. Then he worked on himself, his mindset, his discipline, his purpose. And something unexpected happened. He stopped caring. Marcus Aurelius said, "Very little is needed to make a happy life. It is all within yourself." When you become strong internally, rejection loses its meaning. It no longer defines you. It no longer stops you. It becomes nothing. At the highest level, reverse psychology is simple. You stop needing what rejects you. And when you stop needing it, you gain power over it. That is the Stoic edge. That is how you become mentally unbreakable. Subscribe to my YouTube channel to get more of this. Subscribe to my YouTube channel to get more of this.